Whenever you have a new stoma formed, there are many factors that impact on how you recover from a physical and a mental or emotional level. If you have a history of mental illness before you've had stoma form and surgery, you are at greater risk of developing some more complications in relation to your mental health, and it's really important to be aware of your past medical history and to make other people aware of that as well. Other factors that do influence as well is whether you have had your surgery done as an emergency or whether it has been an elective procedure. An emergency procedure means that you won't have been prepared and that will have been a complete shock to your body, whereas elective means that you will have had an opportunity to speak to a stoma care nurse and perhaps somebody else that is living with a stoma, and therefore you're a lot more prepared. People that I have spoken to liken coming home with a stoma to bringing home a new baby, in that it's completely new to you and that you have to learn your way. And that's exactly the same whenever you come home with a stoma. There's no two people will be able to cope and manage the stoma exactly the same way, and it's very much a learning curve. But it's so important, if you are feeling fragile from a mental point of view, is to talk to somebody, and that can be somebody within the family. But for many people that can be a little bit too close, because they're very aware of not causing your family members to be even more distressed about how you're actually feeling and coping. That's what your stoma care nurse is there for. She will see you and review you as often as you need to if you are not coping well. Your GP is another good point of contact. And if all of that doesn't work, there are psychologists that you can be referred to, but it's really important, the first step that you take is actually to admit to somebody that you're not coping really well with it and that you acknowledge the problem. For the majority of people, those actual first 3 months is really tough, and once you start to recover physically, then the mental impact improves as well once you gain your strength. But I can't reiterate enough is that it's so important to speak to somebody if you are feeling emotionally unwell.